Oh, what a great man, Miguel. I just love that man so much. A great director, and I am a good director when I see one, because I worked with a lot of directors, more than I can count. And I've never met a director I didn't get along with. Except one time. His name is Dennis. And he works at the correspondence communicator, correspondence writer, and directs opposite of Miguel. But unlike Miguel, he's always casting me in these roles that are clearly not right for me. Yenta in Fiddler, Aunt Ella in Oklahoma, Maine in Maine. Are you kidding me? Things that people would look at and say, Dolores, you were clearly miscast. But normally I just fall in love with the role, so I never really say anything. Except for 2 months ago. A huge injustice was done to your good friend Dolores Rabinowitz. They were doing hairspray. And I was cast as Thelma Von Tassel. I don't know, who is this Thelma Von Tassel? I don't know who she is. I went to Dennis and said, Dennis, you know I should be playing Tracy Turnblad. How come I'm not? He said, Dolores, you can't play it. You're just too what? Too old? I'm too old? He said, no, you're just too thin. But you could be her understudy if you bulked up a little bit, you know, because the only fat that we have is being used by Miguel because he's playing Edna. And I said, all right, well, fine then. I'm going to do some extra snacking on the side then. We get to rehearsal, Tracy's voice gets a little hoarse. I said, can I go in? He said, no. The next week she loses her voice. Can I go in? No. 2 weeks before we open, she has to get a jaw wired shut. I said, can I go in? He said, yeah, of course you can go, but you gotta gain some more weight because if you don't, we're gonna have Tracy sit on the stage and she's gonna lip sync to the original Broadway cast recording. Not on my beat. Now, normally I run a kosher home and I have a diet that I'm very strict about. But this, oh yes, you're gonna get it. But this was the leading role in the show. I don't turn down the lead in the show, not Dolores Rabinowitz. So I started to eat. A lot. Kept a box of Krispy Kremes in the passenger seat, mostly honey dipped in the jelly filled kind. I started to go to GNC and get those weight gaining drinks. I stopped going to my Power Pilates class. I kept a bag of bacon in my purse. And I even brought poppycock to temple. But don't worry about that. My cardiologist was consulted. He said my diet was just fine. And Rabbi Shlemiel loved the poppycock at temple, so everything was great. Then we get to those tech and dress, you know what that is right before the show opens. They tech it all out with lights and stuff. I started to lose weight. All that hardcore acting and intense dance numbers. I didn't know what to do. I started to simplify my choices as an actress, just looking, not turning my head around. I started to mark all the dancing, so they were doing, you know, these things, and I was just like... Wasn't working. I was just losing weight like I said, Doris, you gotta help me out. So Doris took some money out of the props budget and gave me some food. So I wouldn't lose weight. So from the moment the lights came up and you saw me in my bed there until the last person walked out of the giant can of hairspray, there wasn't a moment where I was singing and dancing. I was eating. Hit it, Avram. Feeling the way I always do. Hungry for something that I can eat. I hear the beat, that rhythm of town starts calming me down. It's like a message from high above. Taking me out to the smiles and the streets that I love. Good morning, Baltimore. Every day's like the open door. Every night is a fantasy. Every sound is a symphony. I love you, Baltimore. And someday when I take to the floor, the world's gonna wake up and see Baltimore heavy. I know every step, I know every song. I know there's a place where I belong. I see all those party lights shining up ahead, so someone invite me before I drop dead. I love you, Baltimore. And someday when I am the floor, the world will wake up and see. The world will wake up and see Baltimore and me. Oh, yeah.